If you're over 60, I want to speak to you for a moment. Quietly, honestly, without rushing. There comes a point in life when you stop measuring days by how busy they are, and you start measuring them by how your body feels when you wake up. You notice it in small ways at first. Your legs feel heavy when you swing them off the bed. You pause before standing, just to make sure your balance is there. You take your first few steps slowly. Not because you're weak, but because something feels uncertain. Many people tell themselves, "This is just age, and I understand why." That explanation feels simple, it feels final, but it's not the full truth. Because what I've seen over and over again is that after 60, the body doesn't suddenly give up. It responds to how it's treated, especially in the morning. You see, mornings used to be automatic. You woke up, your body followed along, and strength showed up without being asked. After 60, that changes. Your muscles don't disappear, but they stop volunteering. They wait. Overnight, your body naturally breaks down a small amount of muscle. That happens to everyone, at every age. The difference is this: when you're younger, your body rebuilds without instruction. When you're older, it asks a question first. Do I still need this muscle? And that question is answered within the first hour of your day. Most people never realize this is happening. They wake up, pour coffee, sit quietly, scroll a screen, maybe nibble on something light, or nothing at all. From the body's point of view, the message is clear. We're conserving today, so the muscles stay quiet. They don't activate fully. They don't repair aggressively. This is what I call the sleeping muscle problem. Your legs aren't failing you. They're waiting for direction. That's why mornings feel stiff. That's why balance takes a moment to arrive. That's why the first few steps feel heavier than they used to. Not because you're broken, but because your body hasn't been invited back into strength yet. What saddens me is how often people accept this as permanent. They stop trusting their legs. They avoid stairs. They hesitate before leaving the house alone. And slowly, quietly, their world becomes smaller. Not because they wanted it to, but because no one ever explained that strength after 60 needs guidance. Your body still listens. It just listens differently now. After 60, your body depends on signals more than effort. Signals that say, repair, maintain, stay strong. Those signals don't come from willpower. They come from what you do first. I've spoken to people who exercised faithfully, but still felt weaker every year. Others ate what they believed was healthy, yet their legs continued to decline. The missing piece was never motivation, it was timing. The morning is not just another part of the day anymore. It's a decision window. What you do in those early moments tells your body whether today is about preservation or slow surrender. One of the most common mistakes I see is believing that any breakfast is good enough. Coffee alone, fruit alone, waiting until late morning to eat. These habits don't nourish aging muscles. They confuse them. Coffee raises stress hormones without offering building material. Fruit alone raises blood sugar without stability. Skipping breakfast tells your body resources are scarce. When resources feel scarce, the body protects what keeps you alive, not what keeps you strong. That's why muscle loss accelerates quietly in people who believe they're doing fine. The body isn't cruel, it's efficient. It removes what it believes you no longer use. Here's something most people don't realize. After 60, the order of your morning matters more than the size of your meal. Your body needs 3 things early in the day. First, hydration, not to fill the stomach, but to wake the system. Second, a clear muscle signal. Protein and minerals that say repair is needed. Third, stability. Blood sugar that rises gently, nerves that stay calm. When those arrive in the right sequence, something changes. The legs feel lighter. Balance comes sooner. Movement feels more confident, without forcing it. I've watched this happen many times. People tell me, I didn't realize how weak I felt until I started feeling steady again. Strength doesn't always announce its return loudly. Often, it returns quietly. One day you realize you stood up without thinking. You walked farther than usual. You trusted your steps again. That trust is everything. When people lose confidence in their legs, they begin to limit their lives. They choose safety over movement. They choose stillness over curiosity. But when the body feels supported, the mind relaxes. Movement becomes natural again. I want to be very clear about something. This isn't about chasing youth. It's about preserving independence. It's about waking up and feeling capable, not cautious. Every morning, you're teaching your body what to expect from the day. You may not hear the lesson being learned, but your muscles do. They listen closely to patterns. When mornings are rushed, skipped, or inconsistent, the body adapts by conserving. When mornings are intentional, calm, and supportive, the body adapts by strengthening. Age does not remove your ability to rebuild. Neglect does. And neglect is rarely intentional. It's usually just unawareness. I've met people who thought their decline was inevitable, who believed canes and railings were simply part of the path ahead. And yet, once they changed how they started the day, not dramatically, not aggressively, their strength slowly returned. Not all at once, not overnight, but steadily. That's how the body heals after 60. Slowly, consistently, honestly. You don't need perfection. You need repetition. Small, supportive actions, done daily, create powerful momentum. Your legs don't need you to punish them. They need you to remind them they still matter. Every morning, you're given that chance. You can ignore it, or you can use it. One path leads to hesitation and dependence. The other leads to confidence and freedom. The difference isn't age, it's attention. In the next part, I'll show you exactly how to structure those first moments of the morning, step by step, so your muscles receive the message they've been waiting for. If this message spoke to you, take a moment to like this video and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell so you don't miss what comes next. And if you're willing, tell me in the comments, how do your legs feel when you first wake up?